right, Jeff Goodman, Bob Ryan here for CLNS Media and the Garden Report. And Bob, I'm going to ask you a really easy question. It's a complete layup for you. For the Boston Celtics, you're Danny Ainge, or maybe you're Whit Grousbeck, maybe even you're Whit Grousbeck. What move do you make right now?
I'm never any good at this. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm whining already. I'm never any good at this. Because look, should they have anything called an untouchable? No. Do you really even want to think about trading Tatum or Brown for any reason? Okay, that brings you to Smart, and you know how I feel about Smart, but I have to be realistic. It's not as if, if somebody made you some amazing thing, I guess I'd have to consider parting with my guy. And of course I'm not worried, picks, whatever picks are on it, you'd have me. Beyond that.
What about the coach, Bob? What about the coach?
Oh, the coach.
The coach.
I just don't blame the coach. I'm looking for something out of him. I come see me if things don't, if they get Walker back more regularly, and if they get Smart back, and in a month or 6 weeks from now, a deeper unit is not producing, then maybe I'll start. But I'm not prepared to hold Brad Stevens accountable, except that maybe there's something he can do right now. The thing that I think I would have to acknowledge for people that is the most disturbing, it's the lead blowing. Now that wasn't the issue against Atlanta on obviously on Tuesday night. They were down from the start, but the awful shocking loss to New Orleans up 24 with midway through the third has had precedence, including last year's playoffs, and that's not good. And I think you have to admit that maybe that is on the coach, even to the extent of sensing when you got to get that stop the bleeding timeout immediately. I've always been big on that. You should have an innate feel of and don't stop. Won't worry about saving that timeout for the last 10 seconds of the last second shot. If you've got a propensity for this, maybe you better call a timeout there. When the lead goes from 24 to 18, I say, all right, guys, cut the shit right here.
Right.
And back on defense and make the extra pass. Remember how you got up by 18. I don't know that he does that, or not. But enough.
I think here's what I would do. Here's what I would do right now is you got a month before the trade deadline. I would run it right up to that and see where you are in a month. The good part is you're only a game or so out of fourth.
Thanks. Thankfully.
Right. I mean, you're really fortunate that you're not buried in oblivion right here with no way to catch up. You are. So you want to see what this team looks like with a healthy Marcus Smart, and a month from now, what Kemba looks like. Now, the problem is, again, you can't trade Kemba right now because his stock is so low. So you're so limited. What do you have? You don't have a lot here to dangle. You don't have all these picks anymore. So you're in a little bit of trouble what you can do. And that's where I feel like, and what I think of Brad Stevens. I've made it clear, me too. The best human being I've probably ever dealt with as a coach on any level in any sport ever.
Okay.
But sometimes a change of scenery isn't the worst thing in the world. Look at Doc Rivers right now.
I know.
Right? Is it just maybe time? And Brad will get another job. He doesn't have to go back to college. Trust me. He'll get another NBA job right away. So is it the best thing? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not willing to go there yet. What I would say, Bob, is wait the month, see what happens, and then you're Danny Ainge. You have a decision to make. You're looking what you can do for trades. If you can make enough moves that way, you do it. Otherwise, you might have a decision make with Brad Stevens in a month if they haven't figured it out.
And not to be too flip about it, but that's why you pay Danny Ainge the big money. The buck does stop there, not with Brad. And I think you're right. It could be a little earlier than you might have thought in terms of the needing a new voice thing, But
you shake up your staff at the that's what they do in college more than anything. Shake up your staff. Bring on a little bit of an enforcer on the bench. A guy that'll hold these guys accountable. I'm not saying they're bringing Kevin Garnett to be an assistant, but somebody of that ilk who can hold these guys accountable. So, all right, there you have it. Jeff Goodman, Bob Ryan, CLNS Media, Garden Report.